A seismic whisper from the touchline has turned into a roar at the Bernabeu. Xabi Alonso has made it clear that comfort and continuity are no longer safe havens. Selection will be earned, not gifted. For months, Aurelien Tchouameni was treated like the midfield's immovable pillar, the player who shielded the defence, recycled possession and gave the team balance. His performances earned trust and near automatic minutes, and behind that trust sat the assumption that he was, for all intents and purposes, untouchable. Recent reporting and analysis, however, show that Alonso's message is different this season. He wants competition, dynamism and tactical flexibility, and that recalibration puts players like Tchouameni under instant pressure to adapt or be replaced. The arrival back of Eduardo Camavinga from injury is the catalyst here. Camavinga's blend of speed, pressing intensity and forward running offers Alonso a midfield option who can transition defence into attack in a heartbeat. And his return to minutes this season signals that the coach is willing to rotate and test combinations rather than cling to a fixed exegesis. That duality, Tchouameni's composed, physical control versus Camavinga's burst and box-to-box energy, creates more than a simple selection puzzle. It forces a philosophical choice about how Real Madrid wants to impose itself on matches. Alonso, by all accounts, is signalling he prefers a midfield that can change gears mid-game, that can press higher or sit deeper depending on the opposition, and that requires different profiles at different moments. This isn't punishment for past performance so much as a new standard: reliability plus the capacity to adapt under tactical stress. Early season comments and team news underline this message. The coach is speaking openly about giving minutes to those who earn them and using the depth available to keep the squad sharp and unpredictable. For Tchouameni, the immediate test is both physical and mental. He must sharpen aspects of his game that Alonso values now. Sharper long passing range when the team needs it, quicker recoveries in transition, and an assertive presence in duels. But equally important is the attitude he projects in training and the locker room. Versatility and humility will be currencies this season. Those who hoard neither but instead display resilience and adaptability will likely keep starting roles. Meanwhile, Camavinga's rehabilitation and brief return minutes tell us that he's not being eased back as a token substitution, but rather being reintegrated into a midfield plan that could make him a frequent contributor if he stays fit and consistent. The tactical implications ripple out to the entire squad. If Alonso opts for rotation and situational matchups, the club's wing-backs, forwards and even defenders must be ready to alter their rhythms. A midfield that presses high invites quicker turnovers and direct chances, while a midfield that sits deeper demands tighter defensive cover and more controlled build-up. This flexibility can be a strength in a congested calendar, offering rest without a drop in quality, but it also risks unsettling established partnerships if failed to adapt quickly. For fans and pundits, the real intrigue will be watching minute by minute how the coach deploys the pair. Will Tchouameni be preserved for games that require physical control and aerial dominance, while Camavinga takes on fixtures needing mobility and pace? Or will Alonso mix them, forcing both to showcase the full breadth of their capabilities in pursuit of a smarter, more unpredictable Real Madrid? What to watch in the coming weeks is simple. Formations and minutes, the order of substitution, and the small tactical tweaks Alonso makes when switching from one midfield profile to another. If Tchouameni responds with renewed aggression, improved forward passing and leadership, he'll keep his starting role and maybe even expand it. If Camavinga sustains match fitness and brings that high-octane pressing game consistently, Alonso's selection policy could reward him with extended runs in the Xavi. Either way, this internal duel is a net positive for Real Madrid. It sharpens standards, raises performance ceilings, and could be the difference between an average campaign and a title-winning one. The message at the Bernabeu is now unmistakable. Earn your place or someone else will.